So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Stadium for the State Victorian Youth Championship Women's game. This time it's Waverley taking on the Ringwood Hawks. So the Ringwood Hawks are coming into the game, sitting one position up on the Falcons in the Watson Conference. They've got three games ahead at this particular point in time, but they've been coming off 3 losses, as are the Falcons themselves. They've gone down in the last 3 games to a couple of power teams in the competition. So we should see a fairly even game between the two. Both coaches are new to the league. Last year, Ringwood was coached by Sam Belt. Sam, of course, has returned back to the States, and Brendan Gordon has picked up from the reins of the Falcons, and he's come into the season from the junior club. So both coaches are stalwarts of the respective junior programs, so should be a good game. And helping us out tonight as court attendants and on camera are the 16-3 girls. So we thank them very much for their support tonight. So the refs starting, having a bit of a chat there to the bench with 10 seconds or so to go. Players coming out onto the court. And we should be good to go. And we're off. And Waverley's got the ball, and almost a score through Michaela Miller. Ringwood settling it down. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And it's the Falcons with the rebound there. Bad pass there from Miller. It's intercepted, and Lyons brings the ball down. The big goes inside, and the score is not there. So that was Zuccolo that had the shot attempt. She got her rebound, and Meg Keppel the foul. So it's a foul to the Falcons. And some very, very good coordination there from Ringwood gives Zuccolo a basket. So far, Zuccolo's been something of a live wire for the as she gets another steal, and not quite the basket there. Second pass from Miller that hasn't hit the target. As the Falcons turn it over again. Lyons with the rebound, kicks it out, and the shot from deep corner is no good. That's from Lee. Numa Curtis to Keppel. To Kernish-Drew. Kernish-Drew's shot doesn't go. Rebounded there by Miller. Out to Ioannidis. Kernish-Drew with the rebound. The shot doesn't go. Keppel with the rebound again. They'll settle it down. They'll settle it down. Numa Curtis. Miller running the back cut. Numa Curtis looking to a play into Keppel. She overshot the pass, and it's a simple turnover to the Ringwood Hawks. And so that's a Nola picking up shots. Miss from Ioannidis from deep corner. Lee almost connecting with that pass, but it's gone out of off her hands, and it's a Falcons ball. Falcons looking quite out of touch at this stage. They're not really connecting on their passes. Some of their shots have been quite off as another one comes up. So that was Numa Curtis missing by quite a long way on that shot. Keppel gets the rebound. Numa Curtis has got Keppel in safety there. She gets into Kernish-Drew under the basket, and Kernish-Drew scores. Perhaps this is the start of a bit of a run from the Falcons. Lee goes into Zuccolo, gets it back, kicks it out to Lyons, and Lyons hits the two. Ioannidis to Miller. Miller drives. She finds Numa Curtis. Numa Curtis looks to Kernish-Drew. Kernish-Drew to Ioannidis. Ioannidis' three-point attempt misses everything. So Miller sits down, and Landby comes on. And another 2 points there to Nola. So the Hawks have got out to a 6-point lead, and they're playing with a bit of belief in themselves at the moment as they get the steal, and another 2 points there to Nola. Ball goes to Kernish-Drew. Kernish-Drew from the top, misses the basket. Another turnover to the Hawks. So Zali Raymond replaces Maria Numa Curtis for the Falcons. Another two to Nola. Coach Brendan Gordon is going to need to call a timeout, I suspect. Just have a bit of a chat as Ioannidis tries to force the ball inside, misses the target. And again, there's a turnover. So we'll be back in a short period of time after a sponsorship break. Okay, so with the first time out of the game, and the Falcons coach is having a chat to his players. The game stands at 13-2, so it's not looking good at this particular point for the Falcons. So they need to somehow reverse the momentum that the Hawks have got. Over at Sherbrooke, the state championship women have put away the Suns. Uh, 65 to 58. And the news there is that Bridget Ardrossi was not on the field. So for those of you who are following the state championship women, it keeps them in the touch of the leaders, so they're in the top 4. But the question mark will be over Ardrossi for the rest of the season. Hopefully we'll find out a little bit more about that in the next day or so. So no score since the restart of play. The ball's gone into Raymond. Raymond turns the corner. Ball came off the underside of the backboard, but luckily for the Falcons, it was touched out by Ringwood itself. As Marley Hayes finally converts, and she's picked up her second basket for the game, which is 100% of the Falcons points at this stage. Renee Fajo getting on the court. She's replaced Mel Ioannidis. As the Hawks make the Falcons pay. 4-16. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, as Meg Keppel spins, drives and scores. Ball's gone. So Falcons in a zone. It slowed down the offense, but Keppel has drawn a foul. Bit unlucky to get that. She's now on 2 fouls, which will bring Julia Cowell into the game. Falcons steal the ball, and it's a foot race down the other end of the court. Falcons with the ball. Cow's shot was no good. Ringwood left her open. Renee Fajo with the rebound. She's been good since she's come on. Again, another turnover from the Falcons. And finally, a 3-point hit for the Falcons. playing with a little bit more intensity at the moment. And a very wild shot there from Rebecca Noller. Clears the ring. So Koenigsdrew trying a little floater over the defence. No good. Ringwood bring the ball quickly down the other end. And Lee controlling the ball. She drives, but is fouled on the way through. So that's a bit dangerous for the Falcons now, because they've come up to 3 fouls. 3 fouls, none to the Hawks. And that's the end of the quarter, with the Hawks up 16-9. A better couple of minutes from the Falcons, showing us something there. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second quarter. Okay, and we're back for the second quarter. We've solved some of our technical issues that we were having there, and hopefully all is good. So as we go into the second quarter, we thank everybody for watching, particularly our friends over in South Australia that have let us know that they're online. And Lee's shot is good. A 2-pointer there to Lee. So they kick out to a 9-point lead. Falcons will not want to let this blow out. They need to close the gap. And Zali Raymond does that, and the Hawks pick up their first foul for the game. So Raymond at the line. And she converts. 6-point game now. As Bain brings the ball down over to Lee, back to Bain, over to Farmer, back to Lee, who's run a back cut hard. Back over to Bain, back to Lee. Shot's got to go up. Misses, rebound Falcons. Now the Falcons on the run. And the basket is missed. Great attempt though. And the foul on the basket there from Raymond. So all of a sudden the Falcons playing with a little bit of belief. They're getting back into the game. And the Hawks coach, Rod Diedelman's has rung the changes. He's brought in his tools. As Raymond picks up, converts again. She's 2 from 2 from the foul line. And then she fouls. And that should have been a reset on the shot clock. Refs have picked it. And a turnover to the Hawks. So Falcons ball. Lambie calling the play. She's running a 4-out motion. Fajo's shot too strong. It's back with Bain. Over to Lee. Lee takes advantage of a good screen that was set, and Raymond fouls. So Koenigsrud coming off. Numa Curtis on. And the shot is good from the Hawks. So that's a 3-point play to them. Ball back to Fajo. Fajo to Lambie. Lambie coming off the screens. Props. Looks for the 3-point shot. Doesn't go. Numa Curtis not able to get the rebound. Won instead by Meehan. Now the ball's back with Lee. And Raymond's picked up her another foul there. So the score bench has called that her second. As Cal sits down. Meg Keppel back on the floor for her. And it's Keppel with the rebound. She kicks it across to Lambie. Lambie to Numa Curtis. Numa Curtis looks across. She finds Fajo on the outside. Fajo's 3-point attempt rims out. And 14. Courtney Lyons with a drive and a very neat basket over Keppel. Keppel across to Fajo. Fajo looks inside. She's got Raymond there. She finds Numa Curtis at the top instead. Over to Lambie. Lambie to Fajo. Fajo fakes. Floater doesn't go, but Raymond picks the ball up. She turns, she spins. Blocked. Comes back to Numa Curtis. Numa Curtis got a couple of screens set for her. She doesn't take advantage of them. And Keppel's pass into Raymond was not good enough. It's back with Lee for the Hawks. Over to Lyons. Lyons back to Lee. She'll kick it across. Goes back into Zuccolo. Zuccolo was very good in the opening couple of minutes. She's had less influence on the game since then. And Falcons turn the ball over again. So it's 15-24, the Hawks' way, as Miller comes back on, replacing Fajo. And the Hawks have turned it over. They're stepping out of bounds. So it's a Falcons ball. So Lambie also has taken a rest, and she's replaced by Melanie Ioannidis. Ioannidis bringing the ball down. So Zali Raymond driving from the top of the key, missed the shot but drew the foul. Zuccolo has picked it up. It's her first foul. So that's Zali's first miss at the foul line today. But she makes the second. Would have got a third shot there if she'd missed that one, as one of the Ringwood players came in too early, but all good. So free throw shooting has not been a factor in the game so far. Falcons shooting at 75% at the moment. The Hawks at 63%, but what is the big difference is the overall shooting percentage, where the Hawks are shooting at 36 and the Falcons at a poor 24. So neither team particularly good from the field at this point in time, but the thing that is of real concern for Brendan Gordon, the Falcons coach, are the turnover stats, and that is 12 turnovers by the Falcons to 5 from Ringwood. They're not going to win the game with that kind of turnover count unless they're also shooting far better. Where they are leading the Hawks, though, is on the rebound count. So they're 19 to 13 rebounds as the Hawks turn it over. So it's been a very much a scrappy game so far. Neither team has really risen to the level that we know that they can play at. Vision today is being provided by the 16-3 girls, and we thank them. And as the Hawks pick up another 2 points, we thank them for their support, as we do every junior team each game. Falcons very, very slow in their offense here. Ball's gone down to 8. Ioannidis drives and scores. And there's a timeout to the Hawks, so we'll take a short timeout as well, and we'll be back in about a minute's time. So as the refs bring the players in for the resumption of the second quarter, we've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the game clock, and it's an 8-point game. So Falcons were comprehensively beaten in the first quarter, 9-16, but so far it's they're holding their own in the second. So as we're underway. And the Hawks bring it down through Bain. It's gone off to Parnaby. Nearly a steal there for Numa Curtis. Parnaby very quick to get the ball back into play. It goes off to Zaccolo, and Zaccolo has scored. Falcons do not want to let her get back into the form that she was in the opening couple of minutes. As Ioannidis goes to Keppel. It's a steal. That's Zaccolo again. Falcons are playing her back into the game. It's open there for Lions. Lions kicks it out to Parnaby. Parnaby's shot doesn't go. Miller almost the rebound. Ball spills out, and it's a Hawks ball with 24 seconds on the shot clock. Goes into Zaccolo, too easy, and danger signs again for Waverley now. So from a 6-point game, it's kicked out to a 12-point game within 50 seconds. As Ioannidis spins, drives, and scores. Bain bringing the ball down, hands off to to Lions. The shot from Nola no good, and Namakutis with the rebound. Zola with the block. So with 2 minutes to go, Falcons have got the Hawks almost into foul trouble. And Miller with a 3-point shot. Almost answered by Lions at the other end. Now Sam Lambie driving hard. Too deep on her attempt. It's come off the side of the backboard and ended up with the Hawks. So that was Nola. Nola driving to the basket. She missed her first attempt, was able to pick up the rebound. Falcons not boxing out there. Miller runs the back cut. Ball has gone to her this time. She comes off, finds top again. Across to Lambie in deep corner. Into Keppel. Lambie's 3-point attempt is good. So 26-32, it's back to a 6-point game. As the Hawks' attempt is no good. Ioannidis driving hard, 42 seconds on the shot clock. She's fouled. And it is normally a very good shot from the foul line. Makes the basket. And the second. Falcons applying pressure down the court now. They've got the ball, they've got the game back to within 4 points. Nearly a turnover there. And there's another three from Nola. Eases the pressure somewhat. There's one possession in this game, providing the no. And with 1.4 seconds on the shot clock, there's a timeout. We'll stay with the vision for the moment, and we'll just run you through some of the stats. Even though the Falcons have come back a little bit in the last couple of minutes, it's still a 7-point game. They'd got it to within 4 and then gave away a good three from Nola at the top of the key there, not closing out. And then their shooting percentage, the Falcons' shooting percentage, has come up from 24% to 32%. Still not particularly good, but you'll notice there that the Hawks have taken 10 more shots than the Falcons themselves. So that's again quite a dangerous sign there for the Falcons. Turnovers have gone out to 16-6, again an Achilles heel here for the Falcons. As we go back for the last 1.4 seconds of the game, Miller thought she'd fouled there, and the Falcons allow that shot to come in too easily. And the Ringwood Hawks go to the long break with a 9-point gap. So we'll be back in about 5 or so minutes with the second quarter. All right, with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go on the clock, we're about ready to start the second half, and we'll just have a bit of a rundown on the leaders for you. So the stats leader. So for the Falcons, Zali Raymond has been the standout here with 7 points. Claire Ioannidis with 6, Lanby with 6, and Kernich Drew 4, Miller 3. For the Hawks, Rebecca Nola, courtesy of her 3-point barrage that she's been hitting, is out to 15. Zuccolo on 8. 4 rebounds also for Zuccolo along the way there. And Megan Keppel is the rebound leader for the Falcons and for the game with 11 rebounds. So they're really doing it. But again, Zuccolo featuring with 4 steals as well. So she's having a very, very good game, as is, of course, Rebecca Nola along the way. So hopefully the Falcons can turn this around. It's a 9-point gap at the moment. And so we're underway. And Kernich Drew driving to the basket, misses the shot, gets a rebound, and is fouled. So she'll go to the basket. Over at Diamond Valley, the Diamond Valley Eagles are 1 point down in the second quarter to the Falcons, as Kernich Drew misses her first shot. Luke Nielsen starting there for the Falcons tonight with 9 points already, and 8 points to Fennell for Diamond Valley. So Falcons trying to find a way to get the ball back. Zuccolo goes to the basket, and Keppel fouls. Zuccolo misses the first. And the second. Rebound with Raymond. Out to Namakutis. Over to Miller. Into Kernich Drew. Kernich Drew's shot doesn't go. Rebound though to the Hawks. Bain bring it back down the court. She finds Lee. Ball through Zuccolo into Lyons. And over to Nola, where Zali Raymond fouls. That's her third. This is not something that the Falcons will be happy to see. as Nola keeps racking up the points, another 2 points to her. Ball into Kunistru. Kunistru's floater again doesn't go. Got touched on the way through by a Hawks player. Lee over to Lyons. It's gone back to Bain. Back to Zoccolo. It's with Nola. Nola looked at it, thought about it. The way she's been shooting, probably should have gone there, but Zoccolo instead gets away round Raymond, and in the end, too easy for her. So Raymond to Miller. Miller looks, no, it's back out to Kunistru. Kunistru's three-point attempt doesn't go. Nola picks up the rebound. She's driving down. Can't get past Ioannidis. It's Claire Ioannidis. I've been calling her Mel. It's actually her older sister, Claire. So Julia Cow comes on along with Lanby to replace Ioannidis and Raymond. Miller over to Numa Curtis. Numa Curtis comes off the screen into two Hawks players. Down the other end, Bain misses her shot, gets the rebound, and the ball has eventually gone out of court and is called a Falcons ball. So Fajo coming on for Numa Curtis. Hand off to Fajo. Fajo turns the corner, gets it out to Miller. Miller's attempt is good. 3 points. And there's a foul inside. It's on Kunistru, I think. No, San Lambie. So Falcons Falcons racking up the foul as Lions hits it long two from the deep corner. Miller over to Cal. Cal drives. She wasn't planning to go to the basket there, but it opened up and she was quick enough to see the opportunity. Continued on in a layup and the 2 points. As Nola takes on Miller. Miller too good on the rebound. Now Nola trying to defend Miller down the court. Miller passes to Cal. Cal up back to Miller. 13 seconds on the shot clock. It's into Kunistru. Kunistru looks for Lambie. Lambie will drive. Finds Miller. Back out. Shot goes up. Misses everything. Would have been a shot clock violation. In any case. So Bain across the Lee, across the Lions to Zoccolo. Back into Baines. Baines too good. Falcons chasing. Falcons chasing the cutter. Not anticipating where they're going to. As Miller puts up another three. What's it called a two? No, it's called a three. Bain into Zoccolo, and again too easy for the Hawks there. Lambie driving, picks up the foul. Boomeister getting ready to come on for the Hawks as Lambie picks up her first free throw and almost makes a second. So again, Zuccolo, very strong under the basket. So she's taking a break and Baumeister coming on. It goes out to Lyons, out to Bain, back out to Nola. Nola's shot no good. Miller picks it up very quickly to Sam Lambie. Fajo was good on the cut but was ignored. It's out to Lambie. Lambie's three-point attempt doesn't go. Ball will be a green ball off Baumeister. Ball to Cowell. It's with Fajo. Back to Miller. 15 seconds. Lambie. Back to Miller. Back to Fajo. 10. Back to Miller. Miller calls for the screen. She turns the corner. Finds the shot. In and out. But Fajo gets the basket. Gets the rebound, sorry. Was stripped. And it's with Bain. Bain across to Lee. Back to Nola. Nola's no good. Baumeister with the rebound. Her shot's no good. Cowell picks up the spoils, gives it back to Miller. Miller driving back. Now they're using the time, setting the screens. Cowell looks back to Lambie. Lambie drives out to Kernishrue. Kernishrue finds the basket before the shot clock expires, but wasn't able to convert. Again, Falcons look very, and they have done the last few weeks, look very, very static in their offense. Again, another 2 points, too easy for the Hawks. So it's 11-point game at this point. As Lee steals the ball from Kernishrue. Lambie able to stop the drive, but the ball went into Lyons, who wasn't able to get the shot up. It's Hawks ball. That's one of the few inbounds under the basket there that the Hawks have not managed to convert on. Lambie turns it over. And Fajo the foul. So that puts Bain at the Jessica Bain at the line. Quite a number of these of the Ringwood Hawks girls are in their last or almost last season of the under 23 competition. as Bain scores, and Jessica Bain is one of those. Ball to Miller then, and much better movement there from the Falcons. 3 passes down the court, get the ball to the player under the basket, and Raymond was that player. She scored the basket and drawn the foul. Back to a 9-point game. Unfortunately, hasn't lasted for very long as the Hawks get their 2 points back. It's back out to 11. Miller runs a cut, ignored again. It's back with her, back to Numa Curtis. Numa Curtis calling for a screen. 5 seconds. She was looking for a skip pass to Keppel, but threw it way too high. So it's another turnover to the Falcons. And again, their turnover count is really the thing that is killing them. So Meg Keppel at onto the floor. She's going to try and get her first shots for the game. Misses the first. Was unable to convert there, as the Hawks bring it very quickly down the other end of the floor. It's with Bain across to, and Landby has fouled. So that's both teams in bonus now. As Parnaby makes both shots. And Landby sits down again. Fajo coming back on. So 41-54. Under a minute remaining in this quarter. And over at Diamond Valley with the same amount of time. Well, actually, at halftime, it's a 9-point lead to the Falcons. As Raymond goes to the basket and is fouled. So that's Baumeister again. She's picked up another foul, so that's her third. Raymond at the line. Misses her first. So over at Diamond Valley, the Waverley Falcons have a 9-point lead over the Diamond Valley Eagles. As Raymond gets her second. And almost a turnover there to the Falcons. 21 seconds to go. in the quarter. Hawks have got the entire time. It should be a one-possession game, and that's the last thing that they wanted to have happen. That's another foul. So that's put Lee at the line. One point to Lee as Nima Curtis finds Fajo. Fajo's shot too strong. It goes out of court. It'll be a Falcons ball with 2.4 seconds on the shot clock. Ioannidis has come back on again, and there's a timeout to the Falcons. So over at Diamond Valley, the Falcons 9 points up. Luke Nielsen leading the game high scorer at the moment with 14 points and 2 rebounds. Ivan Platnick, the perennial scorer for the Falcons, is already on a double-double, 11 and 10. While for the Diamond Valley Eagles, Sammy Gazzo has crept up the leaderboard to sit on 9 points, while Matt Fennell is on 8 with 5 rebounds, the leading rebounder for the Eagles there as well. And as usual, the steals and assists are in Sadal Threat's capable hands. He's 4 assists and 2 steals. Back here over at the Falcons Nest, it's 42-55 game, so the Hawks have won that last quarter 14-18. So needs a mammoth effort from the Falcons at the moment, as Claire Ioannidis attempts the shot, is fouled on the way through. Putting Claire at the line. Again, Claire usually a very good foul shooter. Misses the first. Commentator's curse. She gets the second. Fourth. And it is the fourth quarter, coming up into the fourth quarter. Our court announcers managed to get himself a bit tangled up in that one, which I can quite understand. So we'll be back very shortly after a quick break. Okay, about to start the fourth quarter, and for the Falcons we have Zali Raymond on 11 points, Meg Keppel with 11 rebounds, Sam Lanby with 4 assists, and Marley Curtis-Drew with 2 blocks. While for the Hawks, Rebecca Nola is leading both the points and the rebounds with 17 and 7. Jessica Bain, 5 assists, and Baumeister with 1 block. And it's a Hawks ball as we go into the 4th and final quarter. Can the Falcons get back? It's a 12-point lead at the moment as Feijo drives and is fouled. So not able to convert there. The ball is back with the Hawks. It's with Lee. Over to Pani, back to Lee. Meehan with her first time on court. Misses. And now there's mass changes for the Hawks as the coach feels that he's seen enough and will put everyone back on there. Ioannidis' shot misses. So the Hawks moving the ball through, being very active on their offense. Falcons lucky to get the ball across before time ran out there. Claire Ioannidis was trapped very hard by the swarming defense there of the Hawks. It's 12 seconds. Keppel back to Raymond. Raymond is fouled. And that's on Zaccolo. No, it's on Baumeister. So she looks like she may foul herself off. She's on 4. Raymond makes her first. And the second. Zaccolo misses the shot. It's rebound by Baumeister, and she's fouled. Numa Curtis reaching in there. Falcons are doing a better job on the Hawks inbound plays this second half. In the first half, they were just allowing them to get in too easily, particularly on weak side. As Ioannidis picks up the foul. Claire Ioannidis back from a year at college at Trinidad. She goes back shortly as Zaccolo misses her first, and Claire goes back knowing that she goes back as the captain of her, or co-captain of her college team. So Zaccolo not being able to capitalise on those. It's with Fejo. Fejo to Raymond. Raymond looking for the foul. It didn't come. And down the other end, Lee makes the Falcons pay. So Ioannidis controlling things. Fejo back to Keppel, into Raymond. Raymond turns, finds the basket. So Zali having a good game, playing on 3 fouls. And 2 points there to Courtney Lyons, right on the death knell of the shot clock. Again, the ball into Raymond, but Zoccolo reaching over the back has fouled. No, it was Nola, sorry, 15. Now, there's a little bit of light here for the Falcons in that Nola now sitting down, Baumeister coming back on. But both Baumeister and Nola are on 4 fouls, so Ioannidis replaced by Miller. Fejo by Lanby. Miller's 3 points is good. It's a 9-point game again. Falcons have inched back. If they can get a stop here and a score, the game will be on. Basket from Lee was no good. Kernish picking up the rebound. It's back with Miller into Keppel. Keppel turns back to Miller. Miller's 3-point attempt. In and out. Miller, the recipient of the interception there by Keppel. Shot went up, wasn't good. They got 24. They can wind the clock down. However, they need to move things quickly. As Lambie looks for the shot and misses everything. Bain calling the plays. It's back with Lee. It's over to Lyons. Lyons turns the corner and is fouled by Lambie. Lambie on 4. As Miller gets the rebound. And another 3 from Miller. It's a 6-point game. 4 minutes 51 on the game clock. Another stop, another score. Suddenly the Falcons are back into this game. Coach Brendan Gordon staying in his zone. And there's the steal. Landby drives, gets the layup. And there's a timeout to the Ringwood Hawks. Timeout to the Ringwood Hawks. And we'll be back in a minute with a couple of the stats. Okay, and we are just having a bit of trouble. Oh, here they come. Got the stats coming up for us right this very minute. And again, the Falcons suddenly have closed the gap. So they've won this quarter 12-4 at this stage. It's the first one that they have actually won. We can see there that Miller now leads the scoring with 15, or tied with Raymond on 15. Miller also on 7 rebounds, and Raymond on 5. Back into action. So the 4th personal foul for Megan Keppel puts Zuccolo at the line again. She missed her last foul shot, so Falcons be hoping that she is unable to get back to the form she had earlier in the game. Well, the first one she's missed. And she's missed the second. Keppel with the rebound. Now Landby bringing the ball down quickly. She's got a screen set. Ball back to Landby. Landby drives. She was looking for Raymond, but that was anticipated there by Zuccolo. She's been very good at reading the passes through the game. Kicks off to Lee. Lee back to Nola. Back to Bain. Into Zuccolo. Zuccolo to Nola. Nola's shot very, very flat, but accurate. 3 points. 3:29 on the game clock. It's gone into Kernish Drew. Wrapped up by Zuccolo. It's a Falcons ball baseline. Ball's gone into Miller's 3-point attempt, no good, but rebounded by... Oh, huge basket there from Landby. That's what she's capable of, but has not been showing tonight. As Lee drives hard at the basket, doesn't go. Landby with the rebound, fast break. She's got one to beat. She decides to come out. Looks at the shot, doesn't go. Over to Kernish, Miller, Landby. Comes off the screen into Kernish, intercepted there by Lyon, and it's back with Bain. Bain bringing it down. It's a 4-point game. 4-point game. Hawks will be patient. They'll wind it down. Got 10 on the clock. And it's gone out of bounds. Hawks ball. And Landby with the intercept and the foul, and she will Landby steps out of bounds. Passes a little bit too hot from Miller there. Lee's shot doesn't go. Landby with the rebound. She's got three people. Miller pulls up, doesn't go. Raymond was unable to hold the rebound. It's back with the Hawks. Again, they're going to wind the clock down. Shot clock down to 10. It's with Nola. Nearly a good pass into Zaccolo, but it's ended up with the Falcons. Raymond drives. Her finger roll doesn't go, and there's no foul there. Ball's coming back quickly the other way. 51 seconds to go. Falcons should be fouling at this point in time. Lee's basket doesn't go. Now Landby driving. Lee able to hold her up. Kicks it over to Miller. Miller looks for the shot. In and out. And there's the foul. Miller trying to get the foul earlier. What refs were not having anything of it. They weren't calling it. But she's got Courtney Lyons on the line. She gets her first. And the second. They were her first free throws as Brennan Gordon calls the timeout for the Waverley Falcons. So hopefully you're enjoying the game. It certainly has picked up in this second half. The first half there was perhaps not as we would normally expect to see. The standard, full of errors, lots of turnovers, and just having a bit of trouble with our stats at the moment, trying to pull them up. For over at Diamond Valley, at the end of the third period, Falcons are 68 to Diamond Valley 62. Brad Kelleher has started to rack up the points. He's now the leading scorer there for the Falcons, as Kernich Drew on the recipient of a good pass there from Zali Raymond converts. Now there will be a foul with 9.9 seconds to go. Lee's first shot misses. And the second. And it's Keppel's ball. So the Falcons have called another timeout. Okay, and looks like our stats feed has in fact recovered. And what we can see here is that the Falcons have lifted their scoring somewhat. They're now at 33%. Hawks at 34%. But again, the key difference there is that the Hawks have still put up another 12 shots more than the Falcons. And again, the turnover count is quite disastrous there for the Falcons, 25-13. So it hasn't got better on that particular score as the game has progressed. So with a very small amount of time left, the Falcons will be looking for a catch and shoot on this. They need immediately to foul. Hope they get possession of the ball. And there's Landby's shot, in and out, doesn't go. Miller almost with the rebound. And the game is over. Ringwood winning 64-60. A good effort there, and we hope you enjoyed the game. And we'll be back. We'll be back in the tomorrow at 2:30 to see the Victorian Youth Championship men take on the Diamond Valley Eagles. So thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you tomorrow.